Hey guys, happy Friday and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to finally talk about something. It's been like a month since I've given advice or talked about life, but I'm going to do that today. I'm filming at this angle because you can see this beautiful bouquet of flowers from my boyfriend. You can't really see them, they're kind of dark. Look how pretty they are! But yeah, I'm really excited that I have those in the background. They're so lovely. Today I'm going to be talking about anxiety, and I've really dealt with some anxiety the past few weeks. You know, it's a hard topic to talk about because there's so many different types of anxiety. Like there's OCD, there's social anxiety, I don't even know what else, but there's so many types of it. I have 3 types of anxiety that I know of. I have OCD and I have panic disorder, and I also have a generalized anxiety. Panic disorder is out of nowhere. You freak out for no reason. Like you could be in the greatest mood and all of a sudden you freak out. You don't know what's happening. You're like, oh my god, something's not right, and it just like freaks you out. And for me, that's when I have a serious anxiety attack. And I actually had a really bad one 2 or 3 weeks ago with my boyfriend here. I was trying to pack my stuff because we were going to Whistler and I was staying at his place that night. I was trying to pack my stuff up. We were planning on leaving my house like two or 3 hours earlier than we were. All of a sudden I couldn't do it. Like my room looked like a mess. I wasn't prepared to leave and I just started freaking out, and he's like, you just need to breathe, calm down. He's like, come here, come give me a hug, and I was like, no, I can't, I need to figure out my shit first. And it was bad. And then all of a sudden I just laid down with him and I broke down crying, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I don't know where this came from. And I think it's like pretty much his first time seeing an anxiety attack in real life. He knows I've had them, but I don't think he's ever really been there for one. So yeah, they just occur out of nowhere, and there's really no reason behind them. It's a thing that happens, and I guess it's something in your brain that is just like, whoa, I can't, it's too much all of a sudden. A couple days after that, I was at the O2L Digi Tour here in Vancouver. If you don't know who O2L are, they're a YouTube boy group thing, and they went on tour, and I went, and I was in the middle of a crowd of people. And like, I've been in a mosh pit before, but this was out of hand. We were in a huge group of like teenage girls that are like, we were probably some of the oldest ones there. It was insane. Before the show started, like, it was pretty crazy. Like, people were pushing was gonna get them to the front, which it's not, because there was literally too many people. People were like trying to get to their friends because they got separated from people pushing, and they literally could not get past. Like, it felt like people were trying to get past you when really they were just being pushed into you, and it was just chaos. And I was okay until it started. Once it started, I freaked out. I don't know for sure, but I think panic attacks and anxiety attacks are very similar. I just think they might be caused by different things. So I think I had like an anxiety/panic attack. Well, I know I did. But as soon as they came on stage, I freaked out. Like, these girls were mad. Literally, I couldn't breathe to save my life. Like, I literally had to like put my head up out of the crowd and gasp for air to breathe, which is not normal and not okay. I didn't have any water. I was so hot. My hair was getting pulled in between like people's backs and shoulders because my hair was down, and my hair's like obviously long, and it kept getting caught in between everybody, and like people were elbowing, and it was a nightmare. And everybody, like, literally as soon as they came on stage, you could feel your body move forward because everybody behind you was trying to push forward closer to get closer to the stage to like hopefully, you know, like meet these boys, when obviously that's not gonna happen because there's so many other people ahead of them. And I literally, like, it felt like I had no control over my body. I didn't have any control over my body, and it felt like my feet weren't even on the ground, and like I was just being tossed around. And all of a sudden I was like, grabbed my friend, because one of my other friends was separated. He was a few people past us and above us, so I stuck with my friend Felix, and I looked at Felix. I was like, I need to get out of here, I can't be in this group. I was like, I'm freaking out, I'm having a panic attack. And then I like started hyperventilating, and I started crying, and I lost it. I started yelling at people because like we were right in the dead center of this mosh pit, so I was like, okay, I need to go to a side. So I was just like, I'm facing this way, I'm just gonna go this way. And I marched my way through. I pushed so many people. I was like, move, move, move. Tears crying down my face. I'm like, I need to get out, because I'm like sobbing. And like luckily there were some nice people that were like, move, this girl needs to get out, like let her out, move out of the way, just be nice for 1 second. Finally got to the edge. I just sat down in an empty seat and I just cried a little bit, put my hair up, took off my flannel because I was wearing flannel and jeans, cooled down a little bit, sat down so I didn't, like, you know, freak out even more, gained myself a little bit and just calmed it down. And luckily my friend Felix, he sacrificed being in the being in the middle of the show and getting good view to sit with me on the side. So literally I had 2 anxiety panic attacks within 3 days. Generalized anxiety, I think, is more like constant overthinking, like thinking things are going to go wrong, or overthinking everything, or constant worrying, which so guilty of right here. Anyone who knows me could tell you that. I think the best thing you can do if you suffer with anxiety and if you like have an anxiety attack or a panic attack or whatever, go to someone you trust. Luckily for me, I had my boyfriend here the first time and, you know, my best friend with me the second time. Be with somebody you like, hopefully it happens when you're with somebody you trust and not by yourself. If you're by yourself, just try and take a huge deep breath and just sit down and relax. Because I took that part into my own hands when I was at the show, because Felix was like coming, but he was like behind me. I was pushing my way through because I had to get out of there. So I took it into my own hands to sit down, breathe, gather myself, let myself cry, and mostly just breathe. I think if you're by yourself, you need to just try and stay calm, breathe, cry if you need to, it's okay. Say you're in a group of people, you feel maybe an anxiety attack coming on or something, grab someone you trust and talk to them. I probably should have sat down with my boyfriend sooner, but I was such in the mindset like, no, I have to get this done, like I'm freaking out, I'm not gonna be able to get it done, we're not gonna be able to go on the trip, like I need to pack, crazy things. I should have just sat down with him right away and listened, but I didn't. I again took it into my own control when I felt like I really needed to, or I was literally my head was gonna explode. I sat down with him and talked to him, and he really helped me through it. He just let me cry, he let me talk about what was on my mind, and I think it's so important to have that one person that you really trust to be there for you. Obviously, you're not going to have people there with you all the time, but I think it's so important to have a few people that you trust, can talk to, who will be there for you no matter what. Because there's going to be those people, like whether it's your best friend, your mom, your brother, your sister, your teacher, whoever it is that you trust. Confide in them if you need to. It's best to let it out, not bottle it all up. Another tip for anxiety is try not to let it control your life. Obviously it's hard, especially with panic attacks because they come out of nowhere, but like overthinking, like I'm working on this. I don't even know how to help myself sometimes. Like it's been really bad this week because I've just had so much going on. I'm like, oh my god, there's so much drama everywhere in my life, like at home, at work, everywhere, and I don't know how to get it out of my head. There's been a few nights this week where I'll turn off my phone for the night, roll over, and just start crying until I fall asleep because I'm just so overthinking everything about my life right now. I'm like, oh my god, what am I going to do with my future? Like, I don't want to work at this job for the rest of my life. I want to move out, but I don't have money. Like, just constant worrying about my life. And I think I really just need to stop worrying and live for what I'm doing right now, making money for my future so I can move out with my boyfriend, try and enjoy living at home with free food and free internet and a bed and my own bedroom. But for some reason I can't, and I know so many people probably feel the exact same way, that we just can't stop worrying about how things are gonna go. And there's always people saying, oh my god, you need to live in the now. That's so hard for us with anxiety. And OCD, I don't know how to help myself either. Like, there's just little things that I need perfect all the time. You can ask my boyfriend, my room needs to be a certain way. My bed needs to be a certain way. It's just, oh my god. I don't know, it's really hard, but it's hard to deal with everything. But I think the most important thing is, if you're in the middle of feeling anxious, take a deep breath, cry if you need to. It's okay to cry, always. Take a nap if you need to. Talk to somebody. Go give somebody a hug. Cuddle your dog, your cat, a teddy bear. You know, phone somebody that you feel like might be a good person to talk to, whether it's your boyfriend or girlfriend and they're not with you. Say you're out at the mall and you want to talk to your mom, give her a call. There's going to be somebody there who will talk to you and hopefully be able to help you calm down. there's always options, but try and do something that will help you relax. And sometimes you find yourself in an anxious situation, whether you're with a big group of people and you just start feeling overwhelmed with so many people talking or whatever. You know, go for a walk, go get some fresh air, go for a drive if you have your license, go get a candy bar, go grab some junk food, and just give yourself some relaxation time. Read a book, watch some YouTube videos, listen to some calming music, whatever. Watch a movie. Do something that will try and occupy your mind a little bit more and get the focus off whatever you're overthinking. And yeah, that's all I really have to say about that subject. You know, it's one of those subjects where it's like you want to talk about it, but you sit down and think about it, and all of a sudden all the thoughts just right out your brain. So I probably missed so many things that I wanted to say, and this video is probably like really jumbled and all over the place, but you get the point. Anxiety sucks. I suffer with it. So many other people probably suffer with it as well. You're not alone. There's always going to be somebody who will talk to you if you need someone to talk to. I am one of them. So that is all I'm going to say for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you found it helpful, maybe give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. I would love to have you here. Leave me comments down below of other topics you would like me to talk about or video ideas you want me to do. Whether it's like a tag or a challenge, I don't know, whatever you want me to do, I'll see if I can do it. Hopefully I'll have my boyfriend in some videos soon. I haven't even asked him, but hopefully. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next Friday.